So I am in Asheville, North Carolina, and behind me back here is the place where we just had breakfast. And we got lucky, there was a shorter line than that. It was about a 15-minute wait. Come on the weekends, they say it's an hour, and it's because it's called Biscuit Head, and they make the fluffiest, lightest biscuits you've ever eaten. I am not from the South, I'm not from the US, so you won't find a thing called a biscuit that's actually like a scone but fluffier in England. So definitely a US variety food stuff. And lightest, fluffiest thing you've ever seen. And I had mine with eggs Benedict and fresh kale and all sorts of yumminess. They also make all of their own jams. So there's like a whole thing of fine jams that you can taste. Oh my God, that place is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So we actually misjudged the distance a little. So we thought it was like a 20-minute walk. Actually ended up being more of a 35-minute walk from where we're staying. Nonetheless, worth every step of, are we there yet? I'm tired, because we were with little kids, friends with little kids too. Totally fantastic. Loved it. Highly recommend it. That's 2 days of awesome breakfast. Yesterday's, what was it called? Goose feathers in Savannah, Georgia was also amazing. I may become a Benedict eggs and breakfast convert after this, because two better breakfasts I don't remember ever having, and certainly not in a row. So highly recommend Biscuit Head. Gotta come here if you're ever in Asheville. Totally worth it. And now I probably won't need to eat for like another day, but I'm sure that works for me. Asheville, North Carolina. So in this town there are two kinds of people that throw away trash. There are people who use the recycling and people who use the landfill. In other words, there are good people, there are evil people. There are assholes and people who care about the environment. There are people who want to save polar bears and people who only care about themselves, and they probably work on Wall Street and are big bankers. People who think the trees are for the living and should be hugged, and people who think that we should just rip down 90% of the US's trees and the rest are all gone. So those are the two kinds of people there are who throw away trash in Asheville, North Carolina. In Asheville, North Carolina, we just spent kind of half a day really. We came in late afternoon yesterday, leaving this morning. It's effectively day 2 of the road trip. And you can see, look, the hotel's put one little bauble on the tree here. See, the trees have no leaves and I'm all bundled up, but the sun's out, so it's actually quite nice, even though it's maybe like 7 degrees or something like that Celsius. So 7 above freezing, I think everybody understands. Last night we were hat, gloves, scarf, boots, the whole nine, because we're just not acclimated to this kind of cold. But today, because the sun's out, it's lovely. So Asheville is a pretty town with like about 200 restaurants to eat at. All manner of noodle shops, chocolate shops, pizza places, anything you want to eat is great. Just absolutely loved it. We ate at a pizza place yesterday. Today we walked to the Biscuit Head, which is just fantastic. So onward to our next part of the journey, which will be Boone and Banner Elk. Thanks for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of my day-to-day adventures in Tampa, Florida, having been born and raised in London, and of course to Greek Cypriot parents, so all things Greek. So you'll get an English perspective, an American perspective, and a Greek perspective on life, food, and the American way.